Ladies and gentlemen, at that time of the day again, and you're here with me in the Kajikop on the SPORTSBIT platform. And then, top of our stories today, we'll talk about Bruno Fernandez and his love for Manchester United. Meanwhile, we would also look at Jeremy Frimpong's move. Where does he want to go to? Update on him. Plus, Zubimendi has agreed, has at least have concluded on an agreement with Arsenal. We will get to find out what kind of agreement is he having with Arsenal and what he wants to do in the next season. Plus, Nico Williams attracting interest from top European clubs. Our main argument will be on, does he really have the capacity to move to any top club? This and many more stories is what we have for you on today's edition of the Sports Bet. Now let's move into it. In the last few hours, Bruno Fernandez has attracted huge interest from the Gulf. You know, Saudis, when they are moving to you, they don't move to you in coins. It's just like the rich man. He has no time to be talking about, my dear, I will do this, or I will do. He does not talk about I will, I have done. That is what rich men do. Sikeni or no, say, oh, my dear, say that to be animated the bema. Sikeni, yes, Sikeni, or Bebua, where no nature, no, the amount. So here, need the Charlie, Namia, Duma, Namia, Duma. Saudis, they are not here to play. Al Hilal has showed interest in the Portuguese central and attacking midfielder. Look, he has been the anchor, he has been the root for Manchester United this season. So what Saudis want to do, Charlie, be wicked. They shouldn't try it. In this weekend's press conference with their coach, Ruben Amorim, he has shown that Bruno has nowhere to go to. He has a space in the Manchester United team. He has nowhere to go to. Whatever the Saudis want to do, he doesn't care. But Ruben has stated emphatically, he says Bruno is not for sale. Bruno is not for sale. Bruno is not for sale. He stated it clearly, and he also added that some top European clubs are also looking out for the man himself. The Manchester United keeper is not going anywhere. So if you are the likes of Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, whoever you are, if you think you are a top club, United is telling you that they are also a top club. They are not going anywhere. They are not selling their main man, which is Bruno Fernandez, anytime soon. While the land, whatever money you have, take it to somewhere else. Bruno is not to be sold out. Let's move into some other stories. We are talking about Jeremy Frimpong, the Dutch right back. Clearly, if you ask me in the last few years, if you would want to compare Jeremy Frimpong to Dumfries, playing in the same national team, Dumfries has grown to become an exceptional right back, good in an attack, good defensively. He's very decent. And I look, kudos to a coach like Xabi Alonso. He has added so much to him. People barely talk about it, but he has added so much. Look, for just 2 seasons with a young manager like Xabi Alonso, look, he has done too well with him. Jeremy Frimpong has also availed himself to learn so much from the young man, and clearly he's right for the market. As we speak, top clubs like Liverpool are also showing great interest in the young man. You know that Liverpool are losing their main man called Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's 26. Real Madrid has poached him for free, and clearly Liverpool are going to have to spend in order to get another right back to replace him. If they would want to rely on the likes of Chimikas, then they are not ready to compete next season. So they are chasing him for not less than 35 million, 40 million euros in the next few days. So in the next few days, once the transfer window is opened up at the end of the season, you will see the likes of Liverpool chasing him for his signature. But sources have also indicated that Jeremy Frimpong does not fancy the English football too much. He's looking out for the Spanish football. And once that happens, then it means that Barcelona are in for the conversation. But it depends. As for Real Madrid, they are out of the game because They have they have jumped into the Liverpool setup and taken their best right back. In fact, in the last few years, if you are looking for one of the best right backs in the game, it has been Trent and no other person. And that's the man Real Madrid have gone for. So Jeremy Frimpong, if you have 35 million, 40 million euros, you can start talking to Bayer Leverkusen and you're good to. And I think that Jeremy Frimpong, if he wants to consider anything English football, he should start considering the likes of Liverpool or Chelsea. Chelsea themselves also need a lot in their right back position. Let's move into some other stories. An update on Carlo Ancelotti and his move to the international fraternity, which is the international football. You know, Brazil has been on top of issues when it comes to Carlo Ancelotti and his next move. But clearly, Carlo has professed his love for the Los Blancos side, the White Angels, the Champions League Grandmasters, not just Masters, so they are Champions League Grandmasters. They've been here, they've done it all over and over and over and over again. In his last press conference, he he stated that, look, I love this club. I love this club so much that he doesn't see himself, even once he exits the club at the end of the season, he doesn't see himself hating Real Madrid. He loves the club and he would possibly he might just stage a third U10 once things go well for him in the international front with Brazil. Let's move into some other stories. Let's talk about Zubimendi, Martin Zubimendi. Look, few months ago, negotiations between Zubimendi and Arsenal was looking quite oblique, right? If you ask me, Zubimendi has shown that he has been so invested into this whole Real Sociedad project to the extent that he was willing to snub every big club in Europe and stay with the Sociedad club. Real Madrid has tried to purchase his services, but Zubi has not been able to at least reach an agreement with them. But news reaching out is that Arsenal themselves have reached an agreement in principle with a young man that at the end of the season he's looking forward to joining Arsenal. And I wonder what position he's going to play now. Okay, clearly we in the last few hours to a few days ago were informed that Jorginho is leaving the club at the end of the season, so he might be the possible replacement. But nonetheless, that does not also improvise or show that Martin Zubimendi is anywhere close to Thomas Partey. So if Arsenal are even dreaming of letting Thomas Partey go at the end of the season in the name of Martin Zubimendi is coming in as a young lad to come replace them, that is a hell no for me. Arsenal shouldn't dream about it. Partey should stay in the club. At least he could try and put Zubimendi on his toes, teach him one or two before Thomas Partey leaves at the end of 2 seasons coming. Now, conversations around Zubimendi's contract are not too difficult. For Zubi, he has shown his allegiance to Real Sociedad and he thinks that for the rest of the season, which is the 2024-2025 season, he wants the season to go to an end. He does not want to look so disconnected with the club. He wants to finish well until the end of the season. He is not going to talk about his next move, but his next move has been confirmed here. He has an agreement in principle to join Arsenal Football Club, the London Red Boys, next season. Now let's move on to some more stories. We are still in Spain talking about Nico Williams. Now, one question I have for you, please, in the comment section, you can just share with us. Do you think Nico Williams is worth 60 million euros? Do you think so? In the last few years, we saw his exploit in the last European Championship. That's the international one. That's the Euros. We saw his exploit with the likes of Lamine Yamal with the Spanish national team, where he led them into the finals, won the cup as a young man. Do you think he's still up to the top? This season, he has been in and out of the Athletic Bilbao setup. He led them into their semi-finals this season, got kicked out by Manchester United, the whole Manchester United. So there's no qualms about that kicking out. The second leg of the semi-final, he was not able to play due to injuries and all that. This season, he has been so poor in terms of goals that he needs to churn out. He has not been able to provide more goal contributions in all competitions this season. He has not been able to even surpass 20 goal contributions this season, and clearly that's a bit of a low block for a winger of his caliber. So clearly, if Arsenal deems him fit for that position of the wing, right wing or left wing position, that would be very difficult. If you ask me, that would be very, very, very difficult. Don't even buy into that conversation that if you look at the likes Nico Williams, look, even if you take Martinelli, he will give you 15 goal contributions, 20 goal contributions. So clearly, if you are bringing in an upgrade of him, it should be more than that, right? Thanks for joining me. This is where we end SPORTSBIT edition for today. Bye.